All right, so June 26th of 2018, we're going to have an episode that I'm actually looking forward to. Not just because of the synopsis, but the title of the episode itself, Team of Rivals. And the synopsis says David is pushed to a point by Veronica that he didn't know he had. So I don't even know what I'm going to title the episode. Will David kill Veronica? Will David assault Veronica? Team of Rivals? But let me just put it this way. It looks like the episode itself is pretty interesting because I think the Broken Washer, the one coming up next week on the 12th, is the one where Veronica and Candace enact a plan to hurt David. So you have to look at everything that's happened so far between Veronica assaulting David in his new home with Erica. And it's kind of like, at what point is let's look at the history. So his ex-lover, or I guess you could say, oh, excuse me, as Veronica put it, your whore Maggie Day was killed. I burnt down the house with you inside of it. I let loose the next con to beat up our son. I put our son in jail. I slept with a younger man just to spite you. And I mean, there's just so much stuff. And then I broke the window to, your new house, came in there. Well, actually, argue with you out on the stoop. I keep popping up where you and Erica are at. I came in your house. I left bugs behind to record everything or listen in. I set your vehicles on fire. At what point is David going to do something? It's kind of like, and a lot of people are complaining about this, and these are legitimate gripes each week after every episode. Like, this is so unrealistic when an ex comes in just destroying property and whatnot. At what point are the police going to step in? At what point? Because I even brought it up. So she's come over here twice and damaged property, and Erica has called the police twice about her violating the restraining order. At what point are the cops going to do the damn job? I mean, you can argue, people have been saying, well, Veronica knows the law, she has ways around this, but this is a bit way too realistic. Well, this is very unrealistic. So next week we had the fire department putting out the cars, and I'm guessing, a cop or whatever going to come by for a report. What are they going to say? Is it like, oh yeah, yes, Veronica Harrington, my soon-to-be ex-wife, came by again. We found bugs where she's been listening in on all of our conversations. She set up my cars on fire. And are the cops going to even mention that Veronica Harrington, wait, didn't you all call in twice saying that she violated her restraining order? When are they going to do something, man? It's just ridiculous. So I want to know what the hell Veronica's going to do that's going to push David to a point where he doesn't even know he had. I'm just wondering. The only time we really saw David snap was when he thought that Veronica was dead in the front yard and then went over to the jail to beat the hell out of Jim. So we know that, he still loves Veronica, which I do still admit. I do think there is love there. A lot of people point out that there's still sexual tension when you look at the scenes when she comes over screaming, "This is my house," when her and David are having a standoff in the living room before she does the whack a dumb hoe. So yeah, I can definitely see it. But I'm just wondering, what is she going to do that's going to make him be pushed to the point of him doing something he didn't even know he was capable of? I'm guessing it's putting his hands on Veronica. I'm guessing that's what it is. Killing her is a bit much. I would not mind seeing that, but at the same time, it's like, I think because she even says, like, I want his heart ripped out from his soul and I want to burn her, meaning that she wants to rip out David's heart but also burn the girl Erica. I'm guessing that something happens to Erica and then that pushes David over the edge. That's just me speculating, but given the fact that Veronica has done all these things to their son, but David hasn't reacted in terms of, pushing Veronica and, like, physically, or putting her in her place, I think that David's really going to do something. Oh, excuse me. Veronica's going to do something to make him really pissed off, because at this point, I really feel that it's going to be something involving Erica. Maybe she has some sort of plan that her and Candace concoct, because remember that Candace was afraid to give the address to Veronica anyway, knowing that Veronica is in a unstable condition and she would do something reckless that would destroy their plans. So Those two are going to be talking in the like the restaurant area, the dining area of the Artesian Hotel in the next episode. And I wonder if Candace is going to be told, you know, how I went over there twice, I burned up the cars and whatnot, I broke the table, I busted a window. I don't know if all that's going to come up in the conversation, but I'm thinking that those two are going to come up with a plan to get David, and then somehow Erica gets caught in the crossfire, and then David's going to end up beating her down or something like that. I can see that happening. In terms of the title of the episode being called Team of Rivals, I think that probably has something to do with probably like Oscar, Rocky, RKG, probably teaming up against Candace. I could probably see that happening. I've been looking forward to that episode ever since I did that IMDb episode title breakdown months ago at the beginning of this year, because Team of Rivals is so interesting to think that, you know, the first Team of Rivals that we've seen in recent episode is Veronica and Candace, but it's not really a team if both parties are doing their own thing and they only team up or meet to talk every once in a while. But David killing Veronica, that would be interesting to say the least. But I feel like if Veronica died, there would be so many plot points that are unresolved. I would definitely say, think that. I'm trying to think here. I feel that David seeing Erica hurt as a result of Veronica, I'm going to be honest here, I think that's going to be the trigger that sets it off. But do you think he's going to kill Veronica, or do you think he's going to physically hurt Veronica? To be honest, he will probably beat her down and she will be turned on by that. Because remember when they were driving from the jail after Maggie Day's assassination, and, you know, Veronica was in the interrogation room and David was driving home, and Veronica just wouldn't stop mouthing off. David pulled the car over and went over to her side of the car and dragged her out by the wrist, and she's like, oh, haven't had this much action in years. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're acting like a man for once. So yeah, Veronica probably would like that. Weird. But yeah, in the comment section below, let me know what do you think is going to happen that will make David snap and do something that he didn't even know he was capable of doing. Do you think it has something to do with Erica? What kind of plan will Veronica and Candace concoct that will send David over the deep end? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting topic to discuss.